How do you know if a guy's really into you? Well, you want to be careful because like girls always get a lot of blame when it comes to modesty. Like, oh, that's a girl problem. That's what the girls got to do. One thing that's frustrating, you've probably realized that male modesty, nobody talks about it. Nobody ever mentions it because they think modesty is only your clothing. Modesty is also a person's intentions. Is a guy being emotionally modest with you, or is he just kind of throwing yourself at him because he likes the feeling of being desired by you? In fact, I know a girl, she's at a university in Kansas, and this girl came up to her and said, Sarah, I'm really confused and I want your advice. She said, there's a guy I work with and he flirts with me all the time and I'm really into him. But she said, the problem is when his friends are around me, he acts like I'm not even there. But then when I go back to my dorm, he's like texting me till 2:00 in the morning, all these playful, fun things. But it's like, are we dating? Are we progressing? Or like, what are we? And Sarah said, well, why don't you ask him what his intentions are? And the girl's like, well, I don't want to be that girl who has to ask him what his intentions are. And Sarah said, look, how long has this been going on with this boy? And the girl said, it's been going on for 6 months. And Sarah's like, dude, that is so long to sit around waiting on this flip-floppy boy to make up his mind. She said, ask him his intentions. And so the girl did. And the conversation didn't go real well. Because you know what the guy said to her? He said, oh, we're just friends. If you can't handle that emotionally, then that's your own problem. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, you're just playing with my heart. What that is a total lack of emotional modesty on the part of the guy. That he likes these little flirtatious games, but man, talk is cheap. And so with a boy, if he's broken up recently and you know that, hey, well, he just broke up with that other girl like 2 months ago or 3 months ago, give it some time, right? How long should you give it? Well, I think they need a break at least half the length of their last relationship. So if he dated a girl for a year, he probably needs at least 6 months off. If they were physically or sexually intimate, they probably even need more time than that to take a break. If it was a 2-week relationship, well, he doesn't need that long, hopefully, to recover from it. But when in doubt, focus on the friendship. Because if you're thinking, okay, this might be the right time to date, but is he the right guy? The answer during uncertainty is always friendship. And you might think, well, I want to get into the relationship. It'd be a lot of fun. You're not passively delaying romance by focusing on the friendship. The friendship is like the concrete under a building, right? The tallest building in the world is called the Burj Khalifa. It's over in Dubai. Underneath this massive skyscraper in the desert are hundreds of thousands of tons of concrete. And that's like the friendship that should exist under romantic love. And so what I would say, don't be too playfully romantic around this guy right now. Focus on the friendship, keeping it simple. Because you don't want to be his rebound. You don't want to be like, oh, he's emotionally upset, and so he needs to be like a frog jumping from one lily pad to the next lily pad because he doesn't know how to swim in between. No, he maybe needs some time to breathe, and that's good. He needs that time. And so I wouldn't jump if you're uncertain too fast in the relationship. Just focus on the friendship and don't pay so much attention to his words. Pay attention to his actions. Is he respectful of you? Is he modest around you? Is he overly sexually flirty around you? Like, if that's the quality of this guy, then you'll probably be the next breakup he ends up happening because he doesn't know how to pace his relationships. They're just getting too intense, too fast. So I would say with this guy, focus on the friendship, keep it pure, and listen to the advice of your girlfriends and your parents when it comes to the guy. And then just keep in the back of your mind too, where's this guy going to be in your life 3 years from now? The odds of going to the same college with this guy probably are pretty slim. My high school is 1,000 students. I think I know of one of them who married his high school girlfriend. Maybe some others that did that I don't know about. But for the most part, this is the time to focus on friendships, not to dive into intense romantic relationships.